Hello viewers, this is Cora Tutorials. Today we are dealing with trigonometry. Of course, that is complex numbers. So there's a question here that we need to understand how to answer it, and we need to express this very question in a form r cos theta I sine theta. So if you want to express something which is a complex number in that format, the only thing that you are required to do is you need to make sure that you know how to calculate for r and also how to calculate for the theta which is there. So of course, every complex part is having two things. For instance, if your complex number is like this, so all what we need to do here is we always consider this as a real part, which is going to be my x. The part which is here, I normally take it as an imaginary part together with an I. So we take this one to be our y. If you go back to this as the question, you'll find that z will be equal to, if you multiply this by everything inside the brackets, that will be 8 plus 8i over square root of 2. All right. So how do you get the value for r? If this part is your x, that part is your y. Same applies, even this as a z is going to have two parts. So we can try to separate the numerator in reference to the denominator to here plus 8i over square root of 2, which means this is an x and this part is going to represent a part of y. So a y, in short, has to be the part which is here, only not together with the I which is there. So how do you get r and how do you get the angle theta? Of course, r has to be equal to square root of x squared plus y squared, and theta is calculated by tan inverse of the y value over the x value. So you always use this if you check on the part where both this and that are positive numbers, meaning that you just go direct to theta. But if in a case where any of those is negative, try to locate the quadrant where tan is going to be negative based on that same numbers that you have. If we try to proceed from here, x is taken to be this part and y is going to be that part, which means we are going to have r equal to square root of, open bracket, that is 8 over square root of 2 squared plus again 8 over square root of 2 squared, which means our r will be equal to, if we square this, that will be 64 over squaring this, it has to be 2 plus squaring that, that's 64 over 2. So since this is just the same as the denominator, we expect the numerators to be added. So r will be equal to square root of course, that will be 128 divided by 2. R in this case is going to be taken to be square root of 64, which is resulting into 80. Then theta here, theta will be equal to tan inverse of, what is this? This is 8 square root of 2 over, again the part for y, it is also the same number, square root of 2, which shows that tan inverse of that has to give you 1, because dividing this into that is 1. And tan inverse of 1, the answer has to be 45 degrees. In radians, this is pi over 4. Get these two numbers, this one and that one, then you plug them there, and where we have theta, meaning that z is going to be expressed in a form of that, so which is going to be like this, open bracket, because the angle there is 45 plus, and that is I sine 45. This is what they were trying to ask for based on this question. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe share, and leave a comment. If you have any question, you can try to inbox us on the line which is in the description. Make sure that you recommend the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.